I encountered players who enjoy employing cheesy tactics and spawn trapping in the game. Recognizing spawn trapping as one of the less honorable strategies, my team and I opted to inject some enjoyment into the match after witnessing them exploit one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. We engaged both teams promptly, ensuring that no opponents harbored delusions about being singled out as the primary target. Upon encountering the formidable 8-player team within the Dark Zone, equipped with potent builds, we determined that adopting an alternative tactic would serve as an effective countermeasure. Facing challenges posed by a team employing a healer and the latest exotic SMG, traditional assault rifles proved ineffective. Compounded by the absence of a dedicated healer within our team, winning with our existing builds became exceedingly challenging. Swift adaptation was imperative to turn the tide in our favor. Upon recognizing the adjustment in our builds, these players resisted implementing a counter-strategy. Despite our efforts to encourage a more balanced confrontation by coaxing them away from their favored builds, they insisted on maintaining the advantage wielded by their overpowering SMG. Their reluctance to incorporate explosive resistance, which could counter our builds significantly, showcased the lack of adaptability in their gameplay. Undeterred by their steadfast approach, we strategically countered their builds without complaints, securing victory after repeatedly overcoming their unconventional teams. While these grenades inflict damage, their effectiveness can be swiftly nullified. In contrast, when compared to shrapnel traps, the collector chess piece pales in comparison. Shrapnel was unequivocally broken, lacking any counter builds. On the other hand, this build can be countered by various types of builds. Surprisingly, nobody sees the opportunity to employ an alternative build to counter ours, amplifying its formidable strength. Nevertheless, even without this advantage, we would have triumphed over PVO, as we consistently do. They were unable to contend with us using fair builds, given their penchant for spawn trapping and cheesy tactics. By turning the tables, our build not only inflicts damage with increased critical chance and damage, but also allows for the creation of diverse setups using the collector chess piece. I suggest trying it out to witness the varied reactions it elicits in the game, guaranteeing a response that will stir people's emotions. Despite numerous encounters, these individuals lacking strategic insight failed to discover an effective counter to our builds. Their unwavering belief in the supremacy of their cheesy, overpowering SMG and healing strategies was met with repeated evidence proving them wrong. Once more, we find ourselves engaging the 8-man team in the Dark Zone, emphasizing our intention not to target any specific group. Anyone assuming otherwise might be a detractor or overly delusional. Recognizing PVO's attempts at multi-grouping, we exercised caution. Witness the swift takedown of an opponent. It reflects their failure to counter my build, a testament to their unprepared approach. The self-absorbed narcissist, YouKnoDaVibes, succumbs to defeat once more. His perpetual vulnerability stems from a noticeable lack of awareness. True to form, he'll likely shift blame onto his team for his own actions. Risso, PVO's recent addition, would make an excellent team leader given his adeptness at making effective call-outs. Having played with him previously, I've witnessed his ability to adapt to teammates' movements and coordinate effectively. If others fail to heed his guidance, I anticipate he might attribute blame to them, becoming understandably frustrated with their subpar performance. It's baffling how these individuals persist in refusing to adapt and counter my build in this game. I managed to counter their dominant SMG and the support from their healer, not to mention nullifying the additional damage buffs they were receiving. We've been consistently reminded not to tolerate complaints in this game, and we expect the same in return. There is a viable counter to this build, and if you choose not to employ it, consequences will follow. Case closed. This build has the potential to revolutionize the Dark Zone entirely, instilling fear and causing opponents to freeze with trepidation. Witness the precision of headshots as I effortlessly target this narcissistic, delusional opponent. Could you see yourself employing this build against players who favor spawn trapping and cheesy tactics? If they're up for a 4v4 challenge, all they need to do is request it. We'll counter any cheesy tactics they use. Adaptation is key to success in the game. Failure to do so leads to defeat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The content promises continuous entertainment. Feel free to share it with your friends and family.